and welcome to Pulse Television. My name is Lisa and today we are in sunny Bannockburn for a fantastic garden as part of the Open Garden, Open Heart scheme for the Melanie Jewson Foundation. And I'm joined here by Livy Jewson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Lisa.
Now, you have a beautiful garden here. We're sitting in Melanie's garden at the moment. The bulbs are all blooming everywhere. The petunias and that are all out everywhere. Can you give us a little bit of information about the Melanie Jewson Foundation?
So, Melanie Jewson Foundation is formed in honour and memory of our daughter Melanie, who was killed in a car accident 9 years ago. And just before Melanie was killed, we went to Vanuatu and worked in Port Vila Hospital, and that made a big impact on both Melanie and myself. And when we got back, Melanie spent a lot of time raising funds and working out how she could support the hospital. And after Mel was killed, we had some ongoing work with the hospital, but we really wanted to work out how we could make the support a lot more sustainable and ongoing. And after quite a few years, we worked out that a foundation would be a really good thing to do to keep continuing the work ongoing. And so that's what we've done. And the foundation was launched in April of last year by Richard Miles, and the patron of the foundation, the honorary patron, is Mr. Martin Sheen from America. This year we're having an open gardens where there'll be 4 gardens in Bannockburn that are open.
So all the money you raise in this open garden, Open Hearts, will go to Port Vila Hospital. What sort of equipment, is it equipment that will be used for, or more training?
We're hoping to use the money for both. The foundation's vision is to work in partnership to support health and education in Vanuatu.
Well, your major fundraising is obviously people coming and attending the event, but you also have a lovely range of plants that you can get inspired when you come to these gardens, and you can come and purchase the plants. What sort of price points are the plants?
We're selling them ranging from $1 to $5, and we will also have a stall of quince products, which we have a heritage quince orchard at our place here in Bannockburn, and Mel was really part of establishing that. And we'll also be having a raffle with 2 books signed by Maggie Beer. So it's $20 for an adult for the 4 gardens, but we'll also be having a Devonshire tea, which is part of the price. It's on Saturday, November the 2nd, and it's opening at 10 o'clock and going through until 4 o'clock. So it'll be a great day out.
Definitely. If you wanted to find out a little bit more information about the Melanie Jewson Foundation, what's the best web address to give?
The best place to go is www.melaniejewsonfoundation.com.au. Well,
thank you very much for joining us today. We might go and catch up with some of your lovely workers that have donated their time to help you out in the garden. But if you'd like to get yourself to one of these open gardens, Open Hearts, for the Melanie Jewson Foundation, you get inspired by the beautiful gardens here. You may even be able to take home a little bit of the Melanie Jewson garden here and help spread the word, not only just for gardening, but for people of Vanuatu as well. The garden here is beautiful because there's a lot of little helpers that come along and help. I'm joined here with Jan and Rob Baker. She's going to tell us a little bit about how she knows Melanie and the work she does to be involved with the Melanie Jewson Foundation.
Okay, well, Rob and I have grown up with the Jewson family, and so we knew Melanie well. Rob and I have both sort of recently retired from full-time work, so we're semi-retired. So for us, it's doing something with our time that's meaningful and helps others.
It's a garden that keeps on giving. Well, I'm Lisa from Pulse Television. Thanks very much.
What a jam-packed show, and we'll be back next week at 8 with more from this beautiful part of the country. We'll leave you now with Rachel, who's in studio with local singer-songwriter Issy Losi. Until next week, I'm Jessica Grace for Pulse Television.
Good evening, I'm Rachel, and tonight I'm here with Issy Losi, who's a singer-songwriter from Geelong. Good evening, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, how are you?
Beautiful. So why don't you tell us how you started out?
With my music, I basically started, I played piano when I was a little girl, about 6 years old,
Yep.
And I had a lot of lessons, classical music, and I got a little bit sick of, the normal doing exams and all that kind of stuff. And when I was about early high school, I had a little break from lessons and I started songwriting.
Sure.
And then I decided, I think I might get some singing lessons, and then started to go from there. And when I was growing up, I was influenced by, the whole Delta thing with her first album.
Yeah, sure.
And I started performing, little places like local RSL clubs, and it slowly started to build up from there, I guess.
Definitely. So, Delta inspired you back then. So who inspires you now?
Well, I guess there's a range of different artists, and I wouldn't say that they're like direct influences on my music exactly.
Yeah.
But I look up to a lot of artists to sort of get some inspiration. Josh Pike, just because of his
ability to write.
He's got really great songs, and he sounds very good live,
Yeah.
as he does on. Well, I've seen him perform live, and like the Jezebels, they sound like their albums.
Yeah. So tell us about Queenscliff Music Festival last year and you winning the grant. So what did you do with the money?
Basically, I was really, really stoked with that. We recorded at the base in Melbourne, and then we got it mastered and mixed, all done by the engineer there. And then we got them pressed. So we had about 1,000 CDs pressed, and it's on iTunes and all that kind of stuff. So I couldn't have done it without Queenscliff, so I'm really grateful.
Excellent, beautiful. So what's up for you at the moment? What are you doing?
I am preparing for my next release. Everyone's been itching for it and asking for it, which I'm willing to give them very soon. I've got about an album's worth. I've just got to sort of knuckle down, get the songs ready,
Get some
and
studio time.
Yeah, we're going to get the studio time in, and I reckon about this time next year there'll be another release on the way. I reckon.
Full album?
Full album this time, definitely.
Beautiful. So tell us about the clip.
Our video clip, we shot it at Courthouse Arts in Geelong, which is somewhere like the Pulse Radio in Geelong, where I've been involved with volunteering.
Yep.
And we recorded it it was actually an old courtroom, so it was very beautiful lighting and stuff like that. And we recorded that and popped it online and got around 2,000 views. It should probably have a few more than that, but not bad for an indie sort of release.
Definitely.
And
a lot of music out there too.
There is, and so that single is called Running. So it's from the debut EP called Outlast the Storm.
Okay, so what's Running about?
Running is sort of an angry song. I usually play like a lot of ballads and softer sort of songs, and this particular song I got quite angry with a particular situation, and I started writing this song, and I thought, wow, this sounds really rocky, like real upbeat and sort of aggressive, in my own sort of style, and it really surprised me. So I'm really happy with the outcome of the song, and I'm exploring at the moment with my new material the same sort of
technique and
the same sound, I guess. But a big sound. It's cool.
Beautiful. Awesome. Thanks very much, Izzy. I'm Rachel for Pulse Television.